Hello and welcome to iClone Tutorials, iClone 3DXchange tutorial, importing, exporting, and animating a 3D buggy, learning how to include and exclude nodes to deconstruct 3D models. 3DXchange supports the ability to deconstruct 3D models, allowing users to reassemble them to fit their needs when importing into iClone. This tutorial introduces how to export certain nodes of a model to transform a non-animated four-wheel vehicle into an animated vehicle with spinning wheels. In the following steps, you'll import a car 3DS, select to exclude the wheels of the car, separate and export the car body only as a VNS, then export one wheel as a VNS to animate and duplicate in iClone. Then once combined, the 3DS model is transformed into multiple objects with 3DXchange, then animated and reassembled inside of iClone. Add four wheels to the scene and animate them independently, merge the scene props, car body, and wheels to reconnect the complete car, and the wheel animation will remain intact. So let's go ahead and get started now. Step number 1. Open 3DXchange and go to File, Open, and select Jeep1.3ds. Download the model at www.turbosquid.com/full preview/index.cfm/ID/184957. Free membership is required. Then go to the full light icon located on the toolbar and turn it on to get a better view of the model inside 3DXchange. Step number 2. Turn on the dummy using the dummy icon on the toolbar. This is to properly scale the Jeep in proportion to iClone characters. From the scene tree, select the 3D root node. In the scene transform panel, locate the scale field, and with the lock XYZ checked on, enter a scale value of 2500. Step number 3. Now the Jeep is sized properly. We will continue to prepare our unanimated model for animation in iClone. Since the wheels will be animated in the final result, we want to detach them from the Jeep body using the scene tree, and export just the car body of the Jeep. To separate the wheels from the Jeep, you need to exclude them by unchecking the wheel node boxes in the scene tree. This is also so the wheels can be animated separately once imported into iClone. In the scene tree, uncheck the nodes that correspond with the wheels of the Jeep. Notice in the 3D viewer that the wheels have now disappeared. The wheels are actually still there, but currently turned off through the include, exclude checkboxes. Step number 4. Now you are ready to send the Jeep car body portion of our model to iClone. Click the export button or Control E to export the body of the Jeep as a prop. Do this by clicking the bullet point beside the prop option, rename your prop to Jeep Body 01 to define this as new content, then click OK to send the new prop to the custom prop library. Step number 5. Now you need to export one single wheel into iClone. Return to 3DXchange and check node FRW in the scene tree. Then make sure all other nodes are unchecked. Select FRW and then select the Align to Center button and use the Zoom and Pan tools to get a good look at the model. You will notice that this will align the node to the center, or the 0, 0, 0 coordinate. Step number 6. Now you are ready to send the next portion of your model to iClone. The Jeep wheel will require that you save it as a prop for animating purposes. You will need to export only one wheel. The single wheel will be animated in iClone, and then you can duplicate it to have a total of 4 spinning wheels. To export the single wheel as a prop, export again, or go to File, Export, and then make sure that the props bullet is checked on beside the prop option, and rename your prop to Jeep Wheel 01. Click OK to send it to your custom prop library. And step number 7. Once back inside of iClone, start a new project and hide the character. Go to Scene, Props, Custom tab, and then locate the Jeep Wheel 01 icon. Double click and add it to the scene. Step number 8. Create the wheel spinning motion using the Adjust tools for Rotate in the Modify tab, and keep the wheel spinning by making keyframes on the timeline controlling the speed and the duration of the wheel spin. Go to Modify, Timeline, then go to frame 1 and set a keyframe using the Add Key button. Go to frame 100 and set a value of 177 in the Props Rotate field. Scroll down in the Modify tab and select 177. This will automatically set a keyframe on our timeline. Go to frame 200 and set a value of 355 in the first Rotate field. This will create a realistic rotation animation for your new wheel. Step number 9. In the timeline, click and drag inside of the keyframe track and highlight the 3 keyframes you have just created. Then use hotkey Control C to copy, and then Control V at frames 201 and 401 to create a full 600 frame looping rotation animation. Step number 10. Now to save your newly animated prop, you only need to go to the Custom tab and click on the Add button from the bottom of the panel. Name your new prop Spinning Wheel 01. The prop will save with the animation data intact. Step number 11. The next step is a trick to make the wheel motion you have made in the timeline collapse into a merged prop, so you can make clones of the wheel and place it spinning in any location. The spinning animation will loop infinitely when converted to a merged prop. To achieve this, you add a ball prop from the Prop 3D Blocks menu to the scene. Go to Scene, Props, Template, 3D Blocks folder, and double click on Ball 01. Step number 12. Use the Adjust tools in the Modify panel to place the ball completely inside the wheel to hide. Go to the Modify tab and make sure that you have Ball 001 selected, and then enter these values into the move fields. 5, 0, -5, and then set the scale to 25 with Lock XYZ checkbox checked on. Use the Merge button at the top to merge the 2 props. Step number 13. Merging the props collapses the timeline and gives you a new track to edit the location of the wheel while still maintaining its spinning animation. When you merge the props, it retains their animation but can still be moved. Using hidden objects like 3D blocks is a good way to achieve this trick and effect. To add the merged spinning wheel to the custom library, go to Custom and then select the Add button from the bottom. Name your new prop Merged Wheel 01. Step number 14. Load the Jeep body created earlier from the custom prop library. Go ahead and close the timeline and double click to add that into scene. In the Props Modify tab, locate the Adjust section and use the Adjust tools to move the animated wheel into place. Use the values -90, 40, and -50. This will set your merged prop into the back right position. Remove the other props from the scene. Step number 15. Load another merged spinning wheel prop into the scene. Select it from the custom menu, and then move the animated wheel into place. Repeat this step for all 4 wheels. Step number 16. Merge the 4 spinning wheels and the Jeep car body into a single prop using the Merge button in the Props Modify panel. Go to Modify, scroll up, select the top prop, and select Merge. This will reconnect the Jeep car body and the newly created 4 spinning wheels into one prop that may be animated as one object to create a moving vehicle. Now add the merged prop to your custom library. Step number 17. To save the newly merged complete Jeep prop, go to the Custom tab and select the Add button from the bottom. This will save your live prop into the custom library. Name the prop Animated Jeep prop, differentiating it from its static version. Step number 18, start a new project in iClone and then choose an avatar you would like to ride in the vehicle, and then go to the animation section and select motion and apply a pose to your avatar. Go to the pose folder and select pose number 17. Step number 19, link your character to the Jeep prop by going to Avatar, Character, Modify, scroll down and locate the character's Link To option and select Animated Jeep Prop. Use the link node icon to activate the link to subnode menu and select the Jeep body. Make sure Align Position to Parent checkbox is checked on and then select OK. Now you need to position your avatar into the proper placement in relation to where you want him to be in the prop, in this case the driver's seat. Step number 20, now animate the Jeep by going to Scene, Props, select the animated Jeep, move forward to the end of your project, and then move the Jeep forward in space. After animating your Jeep, load a 3D scene and then click play to review. Notice that your character will retain the prop animation while still maintaining its pose data. 3DXchange provides users with a powerful and exciting way to convert many different models into iClone assets. These can be customized as well as animated once brought into the iClone virtual environment, giving users endless options on how best to populate their next real-time feature. iClone along with 3DXchange is a powerful pair for production. If you have any further questions, please feel free to visit www.reallusion.com or contact technical support.